I did not want to make this video. I did not want to waste my precious time, my precious energy on these fucking bullshit reports. I didn't. But there's so much speculation around Neymar Jr. Will he go to Barca? Is reports true? People asking me, people wanting me to make a video talk about it. And I'm here to talk about Neymar Jr. If he will stay at PSG, if he will leave to Barca, and what I think about all the reports that have come out today. First of all, I would like to start all of this when Neymar's house, or at least outside of his house, was invaded by a part of the Paris Saint-Germain ultras. At that point, at that moment, Neymar Jr. absolutely wanted to leave Paris Saint-Germain, which is completely understandable for any human being. It was understandable for me. It was understandable for every PSG fan, even the ones that wanted him out or wanted him to stay. Everybody knew it's all right. Like that's too far what the ultras did, and it's completely understandable. And obviously, the first club that Neymar would like to go if he left PSG, if he went down, if he's gonna downgrade, I think it's Barca. He's played there before. The fans know him. He knows some players. He knows the manager. He knows Laporta. Doesn't rate the Premier League like no individual player does. Doesn't rate the Premier League, so it's always been Barca. And at that point, he wanted to leave. He wanted to go to Barca. Pini Zahavi came to his house. They had a meeting. Everything was planned. But with time, they noticed that, first of all, Barca are not a serious candidate for Neymar. They don't have the money. They don't have the reinforcements. They have nothing. Barcelona have nothing to offer to the table. They want Neymar pretty much to come for free. Similarly how they did to Lionel Messi. But I think with time, especially with Messi not going to Barca, Neymar accepted this situation, and Neymar wanted to stay at Paris Saint-Germain. And even what he said himself, I want to stay whether there is love or not. And now we're sitting here, 7th of August. All right. All of that, what I told before, was extremely critical because Neymar wanted to leave PSG. Neymar wanted to go to Barca. Neymar wanted to leave PSG. But all of that was accepted. All of that was, he went through it. He was okay. Now he's been training with Lucho. He's really happy that Luis Enrique has come here as a manager. Luis Enrique is happy. Neymar is here. And yeah, it looks very good for this upcoming season. But then Dembele happened, and Barca are extremely mad. They are extremely mad at Dembele, and most of all Paris Saint-Germain, because we were the club that activated that clause. And so what they did was they called every single report they have, every Spanish reporter, and that even includes the pig himself, Fabrizio Romano. I've said this countless of times. Fabrizio Romano is no longer a reliable journalist. He's a mouthpiece for that disgusting club. The first time I noticed this was when he came to Pedri. Nobody knows of the clause. It was reported about the clause, and then Fabrizio suddenly from nowhere came out and said there is no clause. Fabrizio, you don't know if there is a clause or not. According to the report, this is something that only PSG and Barca know. So how are you supposed to know? Or was it Laporta who called you and said, go and deny all the information? I'm familiar with the game. You stinky Italian. Stinky, faggy Italian. All right? That's first of all. Second of all the Barca and Spanish media. I'm not surprised when Marca says all of this. And that even includes L'Equipe. Sure, L'Equipe is a French newspaper. But again, you have to understand, newspapers, they want to sell newspapers. And putting Neymar to Barca, that sells you newspapers. Neymar, at this point, doesn't want to leave PSG and doesn't want to go to Barca. And if you want to listen to all of those reports, do it. Do it. But when the 1st of September comes and Neymar is still a PSG player, you come to me on your knees as a dog and ask for forgiveness. And the funniest thing even, it was when Sky Sports, they wanted a bit of this PR. They wanted to be in this Neymar to Barca movement. So they came out with a report that Lucho does not want a 31-year-old Neymar. Sky Sports. How the fuck would you know? How the fuck would, like, I don't know why Andy Uruba, Marca, some random Spanish journalists just come up with stuff. It's laughable. And the funniest thing in this Barca stuff, it's every report they say, Laporta wants Neymar, Neymar wants to return, la la la, and then they end there with, Xavi doesn't want him. They are using Xavi doesn't want him for when the backlash comes, when everybody is ready to get exposed for Neymar not going to Barca, then they're just going to use, yeah, but he was not in Xavi's plans. Xavi didn't want him. Xavi didn't want Neymar. Who wants Neymar? Xavi didn't want Neymar. So to end all of this, everything that has come out today, it started from a fake report and everybody else is talking about it. And as I said, did Neymar want to leave PSG? Yes. Did Neymar want to go to Barca? Yes. But that was a long time ago. They're just recycling news because they want to sell papers. They want to sell papers. I was not fooled by any of this. And I don't think any other PSG, Neymar, even a Barca fan should be fooled by this. And even if Neymar wanted to go to Barca, it's not going to happen. Because Barca broke. They can't even register their new signing. Neymar has an astronomical wage. Romeo had to pay $500,000 out of his own pocket to go to Barca. And you tell him, stop. Stop. Listen, PSG fans. From now on, don't believe anything until I talk on it. I'm not talking from an arrogant perspective. I'm just telling you guys, these news outlets, they want to use your interest in players to get famous. They're just lying about stuff. I'm even hearing PSG, Joao Felix. Joao Felix. God damn it. God damn it. Well, and by the way, I just want to end the cane. It's been reported now by David Ornstein that the contract was rejected. So I'm a happy man. I'm extremely happy man because when I say something, it happens. It's facts. But yeah, so if you want to live in the delusion, if you want to call Fabrizio Romano a reliable journalist, do so. Please, please go. Believe everything, all right? Believe. Neymar is going to Barca. It's happening. The prodigal son is going back. Just believe that, all right? And I'm going to sit here and chill until the 1st of September, and then we'll see what happens. That's been it. Neymar to Barca, the biggest joke, the biggest scam of this summer's transfer window. That's been it from your boy PSGINT. And as usual, allez, allez.